Hey, hey, welcome to Live with Lynn. So if you're here, say hi. If you're watching the replay, be sure to type replay so I know you were here. I'm Lynn Huber, and I appreciate you being here today. So today we're going to talk about to measure progress, you have to track. I mean, whenever you're looking to accomplish something, whatever it is, you usually need data. Data is the key to understanding anything. From science to sales, they drive decisions, right? One of the best ways to gather data is to track and measure your progress. I know that you know this and you've used it, so let's talk about that, right? So, reviewing the data allows you to make tweaks and better decisions as you move forward. And it's like your compass, if you don't know where you're going or if you don't know how close you are to getting there, how do you know if what you're doing is right, right? So, anything can be tracked time, preferences, usages, anything. Hi, Anitra. Good to see you. So the key is to know what to track, for how long, and for what to do with that data when it's collected. So, for example, tracking time is one way to determine if you're making progress towards your goals and help you make changes if you need to. In this instance, tracking your time as you engage in an activity can reveal if the activity is worth the time it takes. So, does it contribute to your goals or does it detract from them? The how of tracking is really pretty straightforward. There's apps that can help you track your time, record it, and offer graphs to review. There was an article I was reading this morning. It suggested two apps to track your time. One is Freckle and one is Toggle. That's Freckle or Toggle, Toggl. I haven't used them, so I can't vouch for whether they work well or not, but this article was raving about them. But the key is to review your progress consistently. Look for patterns that might warrant changes. Another example is weight loss. I'm an expert on tracking that one for sure. So losing weight is another straightforward goal, though, with easy to track data that will give you insight into your progress, right? Begin with your current weight or body measurements and consistently weigh or measure as time goes by. Track your weight loss as well as taking note of any supporting data such as what you ate, how much, and what type of exercise you engaged in, right? All of these correlate together to give you the data that you need that you can review, and you can change things up if you need to speed up or slow down your progress. There's many apps out there that will help you with tracking weight loss and exercise. Try an app like MyFitnessPal or use a Fitbit to keep accurate records of your progress. I actually do both. I have a Fitbit right here, and I track my food and my weight on MyFitnessPal. I track my weight once a week in MyFitnessPal, but I actually weigh myself every day. So I use a little sticky note like this, just a little sticky note that's in my bathroom. I know you guys are going to think I'm weird, but I literally write on here the date. So it would be like today is what is today? August 7th, right? So I just put 8/7 and what I weighed, and then 8/8 and what I weighed. And I do the whole week on here, and I just track it every day. And then I can just see what's going on, right? And then on Friday, I go in and I log it in MyFitnessPal. I've done this for years and years and years. And that's what works for me. But I'm going to change what I've been doing a little bit. Because as you may have heard me say recently, I just started an intermittent fasting lifestyle just a couple of days ago, actually. And what that means is I fast for 16 hours a day and I eat during an 8-hour window every day. And it's working really well for me. Actually, I'm not having a hard time with it at all. And it's not a diet, it's more of a lifestyle. So I don't have to limit what I can eat. It's just when I can eat, right? But anyway, when I was studying up on that, I learned something new. So, you know how your weight fluctuates every day, up and down, up and down. And even when I do it on my little sticky, it goes up and down. I mean, I'm up a half a pound, I'm down a quarter pound. It just kind of, because it has to do with how much water you have, lots of different things can make, it's not ever going to go straight down every day, no matter how good you're doing. Right. And so I'm logging it on my little sticky every day. But then on Friday, and then for me, that was this morning, I took my average weight for the week, and that's what I logged into MyFitnessPal. This is new. I haven't done this before, but I was reading about this when I was studying up, and it's just a great way to see consistently. It gives you a better picture. And so in case you don't know how to average, it's just adding up all the numbers. So you take your weight and you add up every weight, and then you divide it by how many numbers there were. So if you weighed yourself 7 times during that week, so I would add up all my numbers and then divide that by 7. since I had weighed myself 7 times this week. And that gives me my average weight. And when you start logging that, that gives you a more realistic picture of what's going on in your body week after week. And if you're doing good, you'll see that your weight will come down more consistently rather than on the charts, the up and down, because, it's really crazy, but you might actually be way down, down, down. And then Friday, when you log your weight, you're actually up. But it's not really true. It's kind of where you were for the whole week. So this average seems to be a better way to do it. So that's what I'm doing. But hey, let's move on. This wasn't about weight loss. So another example is sales trends. So if your goal is to increase your sales, it's important to track how, when, and why your customers are buying, right? There's lots of different kinds of data that you can collect and review. So here's a few you can consider. So like when you get a new customer, ask them how they found you. If you don't know already. One of the ways that I track my sales is I have a spreadsheet for personal sales and team sales where I track where I'm at every day of the campaign. I do it at the end of the day before I go to bed. I log my numbers. So Avon is sold in a 2-week campaign. So I have 14 days across the top of my spreadsheet. The first day is Wednesday. So my spreadsheet looks like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday across the top. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, etc. for 14 days, right? And then down the left side is the campaign number. So I printed off just a section. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. There you go. Yeah, you can see it. So this is what my chart looks like. So as I'm entering my numbers, it's easy for me to see because like the first one is campaign 1 and the first day of the campaign and the second day and the third day and the fourth day. If I go down to the next column, it's campaign 2 and then the next one's campaign 3. So I can look up a column like this and see the first couple of days on a campaign doesn't tell you a lot, but when you get farther in, like say maybe you're halfway through the campaign and you're like, wow, my numbers are really down this campaign as opposed to where they've been that day of the campaign every up until now. That kind of gives you an idea of what's going on. And and maybe you might need to take some kind of action to change that, right? And so that just helps me, right? So I could just look up that column and see where I'm at. Okay, well, yeah, right now I'm at this number of sales and it's my total sales. And this was team sales, but it's my total sales that day. It's not what I did that day. It's accumulative, right? So it's total. So it goes up every day of the campaign, but I can see where I'm at, right? So when you're reviewing your sales data, you want to watch for patterns, right? Are your sales seasonal? We know they are, right? And did they increase after you did some kind of promotion or Facebook ad? Did you do something on Facebook that all of a sudden your sales went up for that item? That's a good thing to know because then you know what you can do again, right? When you want to increase your sales. Are traffic and sales coming from a specific blog post if you write blog posts or from a specific social media post or whatever? So tracking that information makes it really simple to replicate that activity again for consistent results. So tracking your progress is an essential way to gather data, which is going to help you prove where your time is well spent and determine the best pathway to success for you. They say knowledge is power, right? Well, it's having that knowledge of what's working for you and what's not that's going to make all the difference. And tracking is what's going to help you gain that knowledge to help you reach your goals. So, hey, now I'd love to hear from you. Are you a tracker? Do you like to track things? What kinds of things that help you to keep track of where you're at, whether it's in your personal life or your weight or whatever, or your business? Please share your thoughts with us in the comments below. I would love to hear your stories. Anyway, thank you, Anitra, for being live with me today. Anyone else who might be live who just hasn't commented, and anyone who's watching the replay, I appreciate you. So go out there and have an amazing day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.